Hello guys, this is Roger69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, I'm gonna give you my thoughts for Superman Reborn Part 2, which is on Action Comics issue 975. Check this out. Sorry about the glare. Check out this cover. Awesome, huh? Okay, now before I start, I have to let you know that this is a double size or super size anniversary issue, which is have more pages. That's about it. Kind of like an annual, more or less. So story. Well, I have to tell you that I did not see this coming at all. I was impressed. I was surprised. I love it. I like it. I mean, this Superman Reborn thing, I mean, it's just awesome. The story. Okay, the thing is starts that Lois Lane and Superman, they are flying to Clark Kent's apartment searching for his son. Now remember on part one when his son just disappeared in front of Superman's eyes. Remember that? Well, this is a continuation about it. Check this out. So they are on the way to Clark Kent's apartment searching for Little John. So once that they get there, well, they don't see it. They don't see Little John at all until they confront Clark Kent right here. Look at that. Awesome. Okay, not only that. So Superman start arguing with him like saying, where is my son? And Clark Kent says, who? It's like he doesn't remember Little John. The thing is that, well, he does know Little John who is it. So we see that right here, Clark Kent kind of stopped Superman's punch, as you can see here. This is awesome. So the thing is that, so instead of Clark Kent tell him straight from the beginning who he is, he start playing games with Superman. So he start to shape shift to different bad guys on Superman's life, kind of. So first he turned himself into Lex Luthor. Look at that. After that, he turned himself into Bizarro and Brainiac. And all that, he's arguing with Superman, like saying, "Do you know who I am? Say my name. Just say it." And Superman, he's kind of like he doesn't get it yet, what this is about, what the game is about. So he turned himself into what his name, Mongol, and then into Parasite. Check that out. Until finally he figured out who he was dealing with. So he turned into Cyborg. Look at that. Into Cyborg and Doomsday. Check that out. Into Cyborg and Doomsday. Until finally Superman decides or figure out who he was dealing with and recognize who he was and to finally mention his name, which happens to be Mr. Mitsipik. That's right, Mitsipik. Check that out. So he's the one that has been behind all this time. Not all of it, just part of it. So we see that there are another. So Superman is arguing with him, saying, "Look, where is my son?" The thing is that Mitsipik, he's pissed off at Superman. Remember on issue number one, part one, when there was kind of like a sale that character escaped. There were a lot of drawings on the wall and on the floor with a bunch of message that saying, "Come and save me. He will be here," and so on and so forth. Well, that was Mississippi. He's the one who was in that cell. So he was waiting for Superman to arrive to save him. The thing is that Superman, he didn't bother to go to save him because he did not know about that. Now, the thing is that Mr. Oz or Dr. Oz is the one who kidnapped Mitsipelek and put it on that cell. The reason is because Mr. Oz has some other plans with Superman. The thing is that he doesn't want any distraction from Mitsipelek to screw up Mr. Oz's plans that he has for Superman. Ah. So the thing is that while they are talking, Mississippi he just disappeared. And then Superman is talking to Lois Lane. He's saying, look, I don't know where is John. I don't know where is our son. The thing is that, well, suddenly Lois Lane doesn't know that she has a son. I know. I mean, it's just getting worse. So that was the end of, because this comic book is divided in two stories. First, we got half of the comic book is between Superman, Lois Lane, and Mississippi. The other part of the story is between Mississippi and Little John. Okay, the other story is Mississippi. So we see Mississippi with Little John, where he has him apprehended, kind of like a cell. Check that out. So while he's here, seems like Clark Kent or Superman talked to Little John about Mississippi, telling him how a bad guy he was or whatever. So he was kind of like he explained to Little John that Mississippi he's kind of like a child, man child. He's a grown man. He just has the mind of a child. So and how he got apprehended by Mr. Oz and where he was and what he's doing, his motivation to do what he did. The thing is that once that Mr. Oz apprehend Mississippi, he put it in that cell. So he had to figure out a way how he can escape. So by telling his name backwards. So that was the only way that he can escape. So he did that, and he escaped, and he ended up in the right dimension where he's supposed to be. You see, this is the only character that breaks the fourth wall. That actually he has the knowledge, or he knows that he's on a comic book, or that they've been cartoons made by him and Superman on all the DC universe, and breaks the fourth wall. He knows about cartoons, action figures, toys, movies, everything. So he's conscious of what's going on because he thinks outside of the dimension. Instead of thinking out of the box, well, he thinks outside of the dimension. Now, the thing is that once the Mississippi escape that we can see here, he decides that he needs to hide, kind of like he's gonna take somebody's identity so he can escape Mr. Oz. So he see on the magazine that about Clark Kent and Superman secret identity out. So he risks it. So he decides to turn himself into Clark Kent from the New 52. While he's turning to Clark Kent, he also kind of like he erased himself, his memory, to make him believe himself that he's Clark Kent, the mild-mannered Clark Kent from the New 52. So that's how, and not only that, by doing that, he restored the secret identity between Superman and Clark Kent. Now everybody, because before we know that Lois Lane, she put out that Clark Kent and Superman are the same person. So now while Mississippi doing turning into Clark Kent and being at the same time with Superman, so it makes people believe, oh, everything was a lie. They are not the same person because I'm looking at Superman and Clark Kent at the same place, so they are not the same person. So he kind of like fixed Superman's identity in a way, even though that Superman did not help him. The thing is that Superman he did not know that Mississippi got lost or he got locked up by Doctor and by Mr. Oz. So he's talking there with his son, with Little John. So he kind of like he playing games with Little John. I said, okay, you just open one door. You got door. You got doors. Choose a door to open, and one of them gonna take you where you wanna go, and the one, well, you're gonna be lost where you don't wanna go. So he opens the the right door, and he end up on his house. So he's calling his mom and dad. Well, they're not there. So everything was a game from Mixipedic. So he's still going to be playing games. This is kind of like Mixipedic's revenge on Superman because he did not save him. Even though Little John told him, look, I think my dad did not know that you were locked up by Dr. Oz. And not only that, on the last page, there is kind of like information of Mixipedic's, what his powers and all that. This is a pretty interesting page. I like it. I like all that info. So that's the end of the story of part 2 of Superman Reborn. Well, I did not expect it. I did not expect this turn of event, and I love it. And I would give it 5 out of 5. What can I say? I love it. 5 out of 5. So if you're not reading Superman Reborn, you should get it. This is the second issue in, so maybe there might still be some books at the comic book shop. But this is really good story. It's only 2 part in so far. So I would give it, like I said, 5 out of 5. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. See you later. Bye.